All right, guys, everybody's favorite topic in algebra, transformations. All right. Um, Desmos makes transformations the easiest thing in the world. Okay. All the kids have to understand is how to type in a parent function and the transformation function, right? So all we do is we type in the parent function first. So we do f of x equals x squared. We get our parent function in, and then we're going to graph the transformation function. G of x equals f of x, okay? Now, if you'll notice, I haven't done anything to this one, right? So what I'm going to do to make my transformation more evident to me so that I know which one it is, I'm going to make it a dashed line, and I'm going to change it to like something like blue or red even. I like doing red, okay? And let's make our original function, our parent function, let's make it that solid line, and let's make it blue, okay? This is going to help us see this stuff better. So blue is parent function, the red one, that's going to be how I transform it. All right, now if you look at it, it's overlaid. That's because I haven't done any actual transformations yet. All right, so g of x, let's play with it, figure things out. Let's move it up 2. To move it up 2, I put plus 2 in, okay? And so if I can see here that if I just put in plus 2, I move it up 2, okay? I don't need to understand that plus 2 moves it up 2, okay? I can just play with it, okay? If I put in a minus 2 right here, I can tell that putting in minus 2 does not move it up 2. So I don't need to understand that. I can observe it with my eyes, and so I can just experiment. And that's one of the things that I kind of noticed helped a lot with the kids, is that if you just let them experiment with it, they can figure it out on their own, okay? You don't have to just tell them. Just say, hey, transform this and figure out how to move it up 2, all right? And that gets them into that mindset of being able to figure that out, all right? And then you can understand, like if I need to move it left or right, instead I put it on the inside, right? And so I can change this stuff to whatever I need to, and I can understand how I need to move it. Oops, bring that back. If you guys saw that, if you don't know that, if I accidentally delete something or do something I don't want, just click the undo button, right? Brings it right back up, okay? And so these transformations are just a really cool way of doing this stuff. Something that used to be very difficult to teach our kids suddenly becomes very easy, and all you got to do is just type it in the way that you see it, right? From those problems. So if a problem says like, hey, here's how this transformation is done, what does it look like? What is it doing? Is it moving it up? Is it moving it down? Or the reverse of that? It's a very easy way to figure out these types of problems. Now, for the last 4 or 5 years, we haven't tested this actually, but this is still a point of contention for just being able to teach it to our kids, because this is still something they're going to need to know how to use. So it's still very useful. The other thing that you can do in here is you can actually also just put in the actual coefficients, right? You can put in the a, the b, was it plus c, and then plus d right out here, right? You can put in all of these things right here, and then you can actually define them. You know, you say a equals 1, b equals 1, c equals 0, d equals 0. That's 0 transformations done, right? And let's say that it just puts in one of them, right? Let's say that it just puts in plus d on the end. Well, I don't have to put in all of these. I could just say d equals whatever, and then I can set d equal to the number that I need it to be equal to, okay? And that'll also do that transformation. Or I can just put it in right there, okay? Several different ways that you can do it. But I love being able to just define a variable and just, I don't have to click like a store button or something like that. I just define it, and Desmos knows d is equal to this thing. And that's very helpful for any kind of like substitution things when like you've got like an equation like y equal, or let's like look at, you know, volume equals length times width times height. You know, if you know length, you do L equals 2. If you know width equals 5 and height equals like, I don't know, 17, it'll automatically calculate it for you. So storing these variables is really cool, and that helps a lot with transformations as well. So hopefully this helps you out. Just get in contact with me if you guys need any other questions. You can reach me at dcoim at Galena Park, Galena Park, I.S.D.com, right? So you guys can reach me here, dcoim at Galena Park. If you'll have any questions, like I said, feel free to email me and I'll help you guys out. All right. If you have any questions, again, email me. Thanks.